back everyone for some more of my Nottingham Forest career mode for FIFA 22. And this will be the series finale in this particular career mode. We are hoping to win this Champions League final matchup against Tottenham Hotspur. You can see Tommy Waters with 9 goals. He's the second highest. Neymar 2 goals ahead of him. But before we get started here, hopefully you guys have an awesome day today. Hopefully you guys doing well. But yeah, Wan-Bissaka is the one guy that's ruined my plans for an all-85 team, unfortunately, which I'm not too thrilled about. You can probably see that Brennan Johnson is now at a 90 rating, so we have 3 players that are at least a 90 rating. Everybody else is above an 87, an 85, except for Wan-Bissaka. But hopefully that won't be too big of a problem here as we play against Tottenham Hotspur. So without further ado, let's get right into this. Okay, I want to make sure overcast skies at the Wanda Metropolitano, the stadium that we played in the round of 16. And I am going to put on my home kits. I'll put on those kits on Tottenham. Those kits are actually nice. You know what? I'm going to go clear skies. You see Brennan Johnson and Harry Kane. Okay, just double checking, make sure the kits are, because I don't want another repeat of my Go Ahead Eagles career mode where I did not put the home kit on them. But you can see Tottenham side, they got Jude Bellingham and Dominguez in there as a center mid partnership. Dyer playing as a center back alongside Varane and Emerson Royale. For whatever reason, Carter Vickers is playing as right back instead of Emerson Royale. Reguilón they have him as a left back. Hugo Lloris in goal for them. Your Heung-min Son, Harry Kane, and Anthony they signed from Ajax. So a very strong Tottenham team that we're going to be facing here in the Champions League final. Oh, did I remember to put the captain's armband on Tommy Waters? I hope so. That's going to be bad if I didn't. You see Carlos Soler as our featured player here. Nottingham Forest looking for their 3rd Champions League title, or the 3rd European Cup title, I should say. And I just realized we beat both Madrid teams in order to play in the Champions League final, and we happen to be playing in Madrid. And yes, Tommy Waters does have the captain's armband. Good. So if we do win this, he will be lifting the trophy. I think it's pretty cool we're actually seeing that. We're actually in the tunnel. Player to watch, Harry Kane with 7 goals, 2 behind Tommy Waters. If anything, Tommy Waters should be the player to watch, but whatever it is. I suppose it's because we're not a top 16. I don't know what Harry Kane was doing there. But we are underway here at the Wanda Metropolitano. Nice cross, Burton Diaz opens up the scoring immediately. Hugo Lloris caught ball watching there. That's his 7th goal in 8 Champions League games. So he's tied with Harry Kane right now. Oh, that seems kind of tight, but Tommy Waters gets in there. Again, crossing seems to be an issue lately. And that's his 10th goal of the competition. We're going to go ahead and jump straight to the sim. Hopefully we can add to our tally. Oh, can we get a third? I was going to say, Madison did not screw that up, but we are 3-0 up against Tottenham. They brought in Areola as a backup goalkeeper. They got David Calabria, Harry Winks, Sansei, Ben Davies. I think that's Ismaila, sir. That might be Malang, sir. I don't know which sir that is. But they got Tom Parrott in there. I think his first name was Tom. The backup striker to Harry Kane. Madison, what are you doing? Why is Madison freaking screwing up all the time? He hesitated in front of a freaking open goal, and now he's hesitating to shoot the ball now. What is going on with freaking James Madison in this save? Good job by Ramsdale there, cutting down the angle that Anthony had to shoot. I have a feeling I'm going to be subbing off Madison again. I just have that feeling. Once again, he was not paying attention. Ooh! Carlos Soler making something out of nothing there, and it's 4-0 Nottingham Forest. And it looks like we have one hand on the Champions League trophy. Come on, Madison. I'm done with Madison. I really am. He has been so underwhelming in this 3rd season. I actually regret buying the guy. I really do. I don't even remember who I was in for whenever I was looking for a new starting center attacking mid, but a part of me wishes I would have stuck with Mihalovic. Madison, you're done. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you may have scored a goal which was a wide open, which you took 3 seconds to take the shot. But yeah, you're done. You are absolutely done. And that's the only substitution I'm going to make for now. Zinka Nagel, one of the most consistent players that we've had on the team over the span of this career mode. But yeah, I think I'm officially blacklisting freaking James Madison on freaking... How did Anthony score that? But yeah, I think I'm officially blacklisting freaking James Madison from FIFA 22. He's an absolute shit in this game. And we get a goal right back. Brereton Diaz with a brace. Okay, Tommy Waters with the pickup there. Waters trying to make something happen there. Ah, Ah, not a good decision there. Okay, Tielemans passing it to Johnson. Johnson to Burton Diaz. Burton Diaz. Oh, he just cuts right through that Tottenham defense. And he gets a hat-trick. Burton Diaz has been absolutely amazing. Especially since he came back from injury. Job well done to him. And 6-1 up. You gotta say that we got this Champions League in the bag. Even if Tottenham go on a little bit of a run here, I don't see... Come on, come on. We should not have let that shot happen. Okay, let's see. Wambasaka, you're coming on for Zambia, and Joe Worrell, you're coming on for Zagadou. Hopefully we have a stoppage of play before the end of the game, that way Joe Worrell can actually feature in a Champions League final. In which we do. Burton Diaz scores again. My word, this guy. He has been an absolute machine since he came back from injury. If it wasn't for that wonder goal by Anthony, this would be a clean sheet that we have right now. I'm just going to go ahead and keep the ball. I'm just going to keep the ball now. We are just a few minutes away from a third European title as a club. First in the Champions League era. Tottenham once again having to go without a trophy. As we're happily kicking the ball about. But there we go. It took 32 episodes, but we are here. Nottingham Forest are your Champions League champions. We are now the king, not only the kings of England, but we are the kings of Europe. You see Brennan Johnson, our 90 rated winger. Yeah, a part of me kind of wanted Worrell to lift this Champions League title, and I kind of feel it was wrong for him not to, but with the growth that Tommy Waters has shown throughout this career mode, going from, I believe, a 73 rated winger to all the way to a 95 rated one. So Yuri Tielemans getting excited about celebrating with Nottingham Forest. Tommy Waters coming up to the podium, he's going to be lifting the Champions League trophy. And there we go. Nottingham Forest are your European champions. What a way to end this particular career mode. Yeah, this has been such a wonderful... like this third season, I know I kind of said it as a joke, but I kind of meant it seriously. This third season almost kind of felt cursed with all the injuries that we had. But once we got through that and we stuck through that, the final month and a half that this team just shows how magical this club really is. This team that we've built is incredible. And I am going to be sad to see it go. But we do have to move on to other things, unfortunately. Now it's going to be a couple weeks before my next career mode, which will be a Creator Club career mode in Latin America. Hope you guys are looking forward to that. But Nottingham Forest, UEFA Champions League champions. You can see we got 60% possession. But yeah, we absolutely dominated. We had the better dribble success rate, we had the better shooting accuracy, we had the better passing accuracy. The only thing they beat us on was saves. They have 3 saves as opposed to 2, but yeah, we absolutely destroyed Tottenham in this game. As we take a look at some of the match stats here. Man of the match, of course, Berta Diaz with 4 goals. Brennan Johnson with 4 assists, that's pretty impressive. Zinka Nagel with an assist, Tommy Waters with a goal. James Madison at a 9.1 rating is laughable. See Carter Vickers assisting on Anthony's goal. Most importantly, Harry Kane got kept off the score sheet. I'm going to go ahead and skip the post-match interview because it really doesn't make a difference anyway. At least not to me it does. You see Nottingham Forest defeating Tottenham 7-1 to win the Champions League. And now it's time to wrap up not only this season, but this particular career mode. You see Nottingham Forest win the lot. They look like a team that's simply forgotten how to lose. Nottingham Forest have taken their place in the football history, winning a quadruple of Carabao Cup, Premier League, FA Cup, and UEFA Champions League. And manager Clough insists there's more to come from her players. If she's right, it's hard to see how anybody's going to stop them. Assist leader Brennan Johnson with 10 assists and 7 goals in 11 matches in this Champions League. That's pretty impressive. You see Tommy Waters posing with the Champions League trophy. And it shows there it's Sanderson Park, but it was actually the Wanda Metropolitano. But yeah, a little bit spoilery right here, but not really. But we did beat Manchester United 2-0 in order to win the FA Cup. But anyway, let's take a look at the final standings. We did finish a whole 22 points ahead of Manchester City. We are Centurions. 34 wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses. 64 goal differential. Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool, the usual suspects, round out the top 4. Burnley finishing in a Europa League spot. And Newcastle finishing in a Conference League spot. You can see bottom of the table, Brentford, Leeds, and Blackburn. Blackburn, by the way, officially having the worst season in Premier League history. Not a single win to their name. Only the 9 draws and 29 losses, minus 45 goal differential, a grand total of a whopping 9 points. But yeah, Brentford only going down because they had a worse goal differential than Crystal Palace, even though they had more wins, so disappointing from I'm sure that the London side feels disappointed about that. You see, beginning of the season, we absolutely smacked Crewe Alexandra in order to win the Community Shield. Crewe Alexandra won the FA Cup last season, but this season it went to us, which we did beat Burnley 1-0 in the semifinals. We did win the Carabao Cup earlier. We beat Liverpool. And we did also win the Super Cup as well. So that's 6 trophies. Every trophy that we were able to win this season, we did. We won the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, the Champions League, the Super Cup, and the Community Shield. So that's a sextuple that we completed this season. Okay, Europa League was won by Inter. They beat Chelsea. Conference League, Braga beat Fiorentina. Oh, that's the Euros. Take a look at how the other leagues went. Now, if we were playing a 4th season, Bournemouth and West Ham would be coming back up, with Reading, Sheffield United, Norwich, and West Brom fighting out for the final promotion spot. Relegated teams are Blackpool, Wigan, and Derby. See League One. Bolton and Oxford end up getting promoted, with Barnsley, Millwall, Sunderland, and Portsmouth battling out in the playoffs. With Fleetwood Town, Exeter, Scunthorpe, and Salford getting relegated, with Scunthorpe making it to League One is interesting, considering they got relegated from League Two in real life. League Two, Bradford City, Bristol City, and Cheltenham getting promoted, with Port Vale, Cambridge, Newport, and Barrow battling out for promotion. And if relegation was a thing in League Two and FIFA, Harrogate Town and Sutton would be going down. Take a look at some of the stats here. Mo Salah ended up finishing above Cristiano Ronaldo. Solbakken is actually our leading goal scorer in the Premier League, which is kind of a surprise. One ahead of Johnson in 15. Bruno Guimaraes scoring 11 goals for Newcastle, which is impressive. Correa scoring 17 for them. Mo Salah not only got the most goals, but he also got the most assists, so dominating season from him. Tommy Waters got the most assists from us. Brendan Johnson with the second most. Zinchenko with 5. Clean sheets, Acevedo got 7. Ramsdale with 4. Got a grand total of 11, which is 2 less than Ederson. Community Shield. Ronaldo and Havertz, as well as Barry, got most goals, with Tommy Waters scoring the most goals in the FA Cup for us. Mason Mount getting the most assists with 4. Madison one behind with 3. Ramsdale got the most assists. Job well done to him. That's nice to see. Carabao Cup. Huertas was a leading goal scorer. I'm not familiar with him. Zinchenko tied with him alongside with Bishop, Havertz, Solbakken. Sambia with the most assists, which is a surprising name to see, but job well done to him. Okay, I'm not seeing any Nottingham Forest goalkeepers getting clean sheets in this competition. Oops. You can see Super Cup stats here. Champions League, Neymar finishing a goal ahead of Brereton Diaz and Tommy Waters. Brennan Johnson getting the most assists. 5 ahead of Mo Salah, Carlos Soler, and Ola Solbakken. Most clean sheets, Acevedo got 3. Ramsdale with 2, with a grand total of 5, which is 1 more than Hugo Lloris. Take one final look at transfer history. Matube will be going out on loan for Fulham next season if there was a next season. Yeah, I feel like Manchester United ripped us up for both these players. Both of these signings were underwhelming. Ramsdale to an extent, since he only grew by 1, but out of these 3 signings, he was by far the best one. And I do have to say, it was fun playing with Awanai too. You can see our starting budget was 159 million with 549 in wages. Take a look at which we graduated everybody from the youth academy since we don't have anything there. Board objectives. Oh crap, they wanted us to sign 4 players. Oops, I completely forgot about that, but I'm ending the season after this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, we got 10 games without defeat in home matches and signed 2 players of the same nationality. We got that. Financial we didn't get. We finished in the Champions League spot and we also won the FA Cup. And we also reached the Champions League final. Take a look at our career here as manager. Just the 1 team. 2 league titles. 3 domestic cups. 2 continental cups. Biggest win was against Crew. Biggest defeat was against Sheffield United. Which would have been, what? At the end of season 2. Record transfer fee was 80.5 million. And I think that was for Tielemans. You can see out of 173 games, we won 138, drew 18, and lost 17. Yeah, it was for, I was right, it was for Yuri Tielemans. You see, look at our backup and our starting 11 here. Mighton is up to 76. But anyway, one final look at the team here before we call it a career mode. Brennan Johnson, 28 goals and 20 assists in 44 matches. That is 48 goal contributions and 44 appearances, which is very impressive from the winger. Tommy Waters, 27-15 from 54, solid season from him. Solbakken, 23-15 out of 45 games, solid season for him. Burton Diaz with 23 goals and 6 assists despite only playing 30 games. I mean, he had that 3-month injury. Mighton's 15 goals and 7 assists in 29 appearances despite only playing half a season. Awanai only playing half a season, he managed to get 13 and 3 out of 23, solid from him. And I'm just going to keep scrolling down here. Tielemans with a solid season, Zinkanaga with a solid season. Sehi, despite only making 11 appearances, especially when both our strikers were hurt, he did manage to get 7 goals and 3 assists. Keenan Davis, shortened season from him, only 11 appearances, but did get 6 goals. Jonjo Selvey with 22 appearances despite only coming in January. Leon did score a Carabao Cup goal, which I didn't even realize that. I'm sorry, those West Brom kits are absolutely hideous. Those Mensa with 32 appearances, that's pretty decent. Okay, all the rest of these should be 0, I think. I wonder if Sergio Ramos did anything for this team before I didn't even think to look, but you see Acevedo with 12 total clean sheets. Ginter with, not Ginter, but Ramsdale with only 9. Ginter and Centeos with 4 assists each, that's pretty impressive. But there we go. That is the Nottingham Forest career mode. It is done and dusted. Like I said, it'll be probably about 2 weeks before I start my Creator Club career mode. It will take place somewhere in South America. I won't say exactly where, but hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. But thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this Nottingham Forest career mode as what I did playing this. I had an absolute blast with this team. I'm hoping this team does well in the Premier League in real life. Hopefully they stay up for this season. It's nice having teams like Nottingham Forest and Leeds United back in the Premier League, where I think they should be. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see you guys again next time.